Alright, I just got the new update. I purchased the DLC that just came out today at 9 a.m. It's currently 10:30 now. But I've been enjoying the hell out of the cinematics and the trailers. And I cannot wait to experience this for myself. I've been dreaming of this for years. I've been dreaming of actually enveloping myself into like gameplay with the Adeptus Mechanicus, like as a Skitarii Ranger or a Tech Priest in an FPS game, in a first-person shooter game. And now it's finally happened. So yes, I did spend $18 for just a class. This is everything that I could have hoped for. I didn't buy the Hive Scum DLC. I was about to buy the Adeptus Arbites class DLC, but I just didn't. But this one, I have to. I absolutely have to. I had to, bro. This was something I've been thinking about for years. And it's pretty funny, because just this month, I've been getting back into Warhammer 40k Adeptus Mechanicus, the game. It's like the only turn-based game that I really play or really like, and I've been playing it again after a couple years, so that I could buy the second one, because I needed some achievements. But I've already beat the game. Or at least played through it. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's just freaking jump into it. Let's go. Alright, so I got my Zealot, Loris, Torstein, Ogren, Krieger, which is my Psyker, Dickett, the Veteran, Zealot, Psyker, Ogren, Arbitrator, Hive Scum. Yeah, this is probably my least favorite class. There's no way I'm gonna buy this. But, yeah. Skitarius. The Skitarii Alpha Primus are veteran Skitarii warriors, upgraded and enhanced with sacred combat doctrines and advanced tactical conjugators. Just look at them, bro. Oh my goodness. In its 4K glory. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I just realized the freaking desktop audio doesn't even work. Alright, shoot. Let me figure this out. Hold on. Wait, yeah, it is working. Okay, good. Alright. Alright, I'll shut up. Yeah, it's working.
What is the meaning of this?
A message from Branks Minor? Curious. Gracious Omnissiah, reveal to me that which is hidden. Awaken that which is sleeping. Grant voice to that which is silent.
We're picking up all specs contacts in your area.
Yes, I know. We have received a boon from the Omnissiah.
This is so badass. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't believe it's finally happening.
Omnissiah be praised, an Alpha Primus shrine. With so many Skitari cohorts already fighting on Atoma, we should have no shortage of suitable volunteers for augmenting. Let the mysteries unfold. Praise the Omnissiah.
Oh my god! Yes! Yes, dude. Oh man. Voidborn. Iborn. Vat grown. Okay. So before the augmetics and enhancements, you were a regular human. Where did you come from? Okay. Highborn. As fifth in line to a minor noble house, your destiny did not lie in politics or strategic marriage. Give your hives close ties with the Adeptus Mechanicus. Service to the machine god was the honorable path for you. You never truly showed an aptitude for study, so it was fortuitous that you excelled in early reaction and combat simulation tests. Manufactorum rat. The overseers found you in an ammo crate, partially obscured by assembly conveyor Gamma 4. They questioned all the line workers, but no one would claim you. Being sent to the Forge Skolum was a blessing in disguise, as the life of hard labor ahead of you in the Manufactorum was nothing compared to the future you have now. Forge orphan. No records exist of who your parents were, or where you came from. You were inducted into a Forge orphanage at an early age, and your childhood was filled with studies of ancient manuals and Omnissian canticles. From your very first memories, it has been clear to you that no other path exists but complete and utter devotion to the Omnissiah. Vacro, this one seems interesting. Many and varied are the topics studied by the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus. More than a few magos biologists have experimented in cloning technology as an efficient way to bolster the Forge world's martial forces. This is how you entered the world, a perfect specimen for eventual induction to the Skitari. Thrall spawn. For longer than records have existed, your family line has served the tech priests of your Forge world. Loyal and trusted thralls, they have assisted in their master's experiments and studies, with the luckiest even having been blessed with holy augmetics to assist in their duties. I like that one, Thrall spawn. Omnissian pilgrim. When your ancestors left their home planet, fleeing Drakari raiders, they knew they would never see their destination. However, their faith in the Omnissiah was strong enough to assure them that their destination would welcome their offspring. Countless generations later, your ship has arrived at a glorious Forge world.
You and your shipmates prepare to dedicate your lives to the machine god that protected you across the void of space. Voidborn. The great explorator fleets of the Adeptus Mechanicus seek out knowledge in far-flung and scarcely visited corners of the galaxy. These are massive ventures, more akin to war fleets than what might be thought of as scientific expeditions. Each Arc Mechanicus, the designation of their kilometers long. What? What the fuck is a kilometer? Warships boast a crew in the thousands. It is among this cramped and noisy environment that you were born. Your earliest memories are of rushing steam, spinning generators, and giant actuators. I don't know, man. I guess this doesn't really matter, but it's always cool to, like, LARP. LARP, LARP, LARP. Man, Highborn, I like that one. I already forgot most of these. No records exist where you came from, you were inducted as an orphan, and your childhood was filled with studies, ancient manuals, and canticles. First memories is that, there's no other paths you can take, complete utter devotion to the Messiah. Okay, Forge Orphan. Yeah, that one's cool, too. Isn't that just Highborn, though? Like, except you're in a minor noble house? Honestly, I like Voidborn. That's pretty cool. Forge Orphan's pretty cool. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Pre-Ascension. What did you do before receiving the blessings of Omnissiah? I thought I already did this. Honestly, I already thought I did this. So, yeah, the great explorator fleets of Adeptus Mechanicus, which was on their big spaceships. It was pretty much like a like warship, and you were born there within the crew, and your earliest memories are of like rushing steam, giant actuators, generators. But what did I do while on the warship? Okay, Bolt Carrier, Tech Priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus value unaugmented humans greatly. They are a plentiful and cheap resource that can be surprisingly useful. I don't know what that means. It just tells me that they're useful. Scrivener's Attendant. The act of committing sacred knowledge to the parchment is deemed far too important. What parchment? For an unaugmented human to perform. However, the Scrivener servitors of the great archivums do need fresh scrolls delivered and their inkwells topped up from time to time. This kind of fucking sucks. You're filling up like ink wells for like... Anyways, Furnace Stoker. The furnace of the forge burn continuously. They have, for as long as anyone knows, each forge world houses a veritable army of stokers who work tirelessly. Sensor bearer. The Admech reverence for technology blurs the lines between scientific study and religious dogma. For every tech marvel, there are a dozen time-honored ritual accompanying incense sacred. Okay, I like this one. Tech scholar. So, sensor bearer. So this is like a sort of a religious type one. And tech scholar, you do not know why Grainon Theta 6 took you under his wing, but you will forever be grateful. Instead of a life of toil, you instead were educated and schooled on the principles of investigation, the litanies of discovery, and the doctrines of preservation and protection. That's pretty cool. Hundreds of miles of extruded copper cable are required every cycle in the manufacture of much of the Admech tech, sparking electric coils and commonplace on their machines. Though no one outside the priesthood could explain why, luckily for you, you didn't need to understand them to wind coils on insulator bobbins. Okay, surf-based. Despite having multiple brains within the misshapen but tech-astounding frames, tech priests have far more important things to think about than menial errands. This is where their army of barely noticed serfs help to keep things running. Someone needs to light all the candles. Okay, well, that's like, a serf is worse than a servitor, literally. And I don't like servitors. So, Sensor Bearer seems pretty awesome. I'm doing that. Your first deployment as Skitarius can have a lasting effect on the warrior you will become. First conflict. Of Gion 8. Oxar Hive. Imbra Pass. Mobian Fringe Wars. Chi Gamma 9. Data Wars. Conflict 7 Alpha dot 322-55498. Wow. A routine deployment to investigate communication anomalies from a distant relay station turned violent when your Skitarii Ranger squad happened upon a group of Beastmen raiders. Interesting. Attempting to corrupt the Omnisci's holy works, a few well-placed volleys of galvanic fire cut the creatures down before they had even noticed your presence. Purification work on the relay took much longer. That's pretty awesome. Data wars. There is nothing so precious to the tech priests of the Admech as knowledge. It is no wonder, then, when two different Forge worlds lay claim to newly discovered data vault, that the disagreement can escalate into conflict. This was the exact scenario that occurred on one of Leptis 8's many moons on your first deployment as a newly minted Skitarii. Wow. The data war. The data wars. Okay, so it's either that one or Conflict Alpha, fucking binary ass. Okay. But, like, what is Beastmen Raiders? What is that? That seems like Warhammer Fantasy rather than 40k. Beastmen Raiders. I don't even know. But I understand. Because I played Adeptus Mechanicus. And that's like, it reminds me of the flayed ones. Whenever you have to, like, burn all the flesh that the Necrons were ripping off the Skitarii troops of Subdomina Kepra, and the foul smell was like creating big leeches and like diseases where it was like corrupting people, so you had to like burn all the flesh and then create or like have like incense burning everywhere, and then like prayers and stuff to like combat all the biological warfare of the Xenos. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing this. Conflict 7 Alpha. Okay. Skitarii Alpha Primus are elite veteran warriors. What action saw you selected for this honor? What action saw you selected for this honor? Rise to prominence. Oh. Behemoth Slayer, Sanctifier, Alpha Exemplar, Arch Heretic, Gind, led a crusade of terror on the Hjal system. His foul warp-tainted machines, an affront to the Omnisci and scourge on the local populace. As a newly promoted Vanguard Skitarii Alpha, you led... Wait, not the Vanguard Skitarii. Bro, I like the Skitarii Ranger. I like those troops. Those are awesome. So, Soul Survivor, Promotion of For Valor, Forge Guardian, Protector of Knowledge. So, let's see what Sanctifier is. There it was again, an echo, a whisper. It shouldn't be there. The whisper grew harsher, more insistent. Uh-oh, this has got to be chaos. It spoke in some archaic code, sibilant, discordant, at odds with the Omnisci's song. So it's like conflicting, like new sphere data, like pretty much playing music or something. The glorious rhythm that thrums through all of his works. You isolate the malignant waveform. It crawls across your ocular display, refusing to be held. Your superiors must be informed. Forge Guardian. Scarlet runes flooded your vision. Warnings clamored for attention. It seemed as if every system in your heavily augmented body had failed. Somehow your arms responded as if on their own, raising your radium pistol and unleashing a blinding projectile directly into the forehead of approaching Ogren. A follow-up volley hit home. Guided by the burning flare of your shot, you continued to fire, picking out targets without conscious thought, letting your cranial conjugators bear the brunt of action. As the sound of battle fade, you regain access to your visual receptors. This is so fucking base, dude. Your finger still reflexively squeezing the trigger of your pistol. The ammo long run dry. Protector of knowledge. The squat Xeno. Okay. Squat Xeno thieves didn't know what they had, clearly. They probably thought it was just scrap to be melted down and turned into one of those primitive machines. They wouldn't even know what to do with the knowledge were they to discover it. No, that knowledge belonged in the safe hands of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Votan would pay with their lives for this transgression. Honestly, I like Sanctifier. That's awesome. Was it Sanctifier? I don't remember. Forge World, the great bastions of Admech, whole planets devoted to the works of the machine god. To which of these venerable institutions do you owe fealty? Mars, of course. Oh, Styges 8? Wreath and suspicion and secrecy, Styges 8 is deemed too important for its operations to be disturbed by any official investigation. Okay, Bronx? Bronx? The Bronx? No, fuck Bronx. Okay, what is it? Jewel of Mobian domain? Yeah. Ryza. Pockmarked and scarred from an extensive weapon testing, the Forge World of Ryza has developed a reputation as master weaponsmiths. That's pretty cool. Oh, Mars. Sacred Mars, the Red Planet, is the principal forge world of the Admech and seat of the Fabricator General. Yeah, this is where they build everything for the Astra Militarum. Rise is pretty cool, though. Holy crap, look at that guy. Holy, he's in a Bacta tank. Okay, it's gotta be Mars or Ryza. I like both of them. I don't know. Mars is, like, pretty basic. But it's like a banger, bro. It's, Oh, yeah, man. For sure, man. Oh, yeah. I know it doesn't change anything in the game, but I still like to read this stuff. It's cool, man. I really like it. I like it a lot. Fuck it, Mars. Of course, Mars. Okay, here we go. This is what I look like. This is me at 3 a.m. when I have to get up for work. So true. Wow. Interesting. But isn't this not even gonna show up? Because, like, you're gonna put on a mask and everything. So, I don't understand. Height. Big boy. Big boy. Yeah, why not? Why not just tall? We can literally just, like, augment our leg height. This is interesting. I've never created a character like this. This is new to Darktide. I'm gonna go off the face. Even though it says torso, it just completely changes. Oh, that's why. That's why it's different. Because the entire appearance is like this. You can't change the face. Like, how you can with others. Okay. So we got that one. Hold on. I do need to change this to... what? Which color is it? No. It's one of these blue ones. It's either that one or this one. I think. Man. He is ugly. That just looks like a zombie, honestly. That's pretty crazy, huh? Okay, like, I'm struggling. Like, what does this guy... oh, nice. What does this guy have that this guy doesn't? Like, I don't understand. Holy. Bro has he replaced his stomach, and now it's in his rib cage. This guy still has a stomach. Okay. Very nice. I have no freaking clue, bro. Like, what's better? Who knows? Okay, he doesn't even have, like, glowing eyes. I think I want glowing eyes, right? So, one of these...
Yeah, one of these. That one? Huh? Let's look at the ear. This guy looks more healthy. Okay, maybe not his face, actually. I was, like, looking at all this. Looks like... Bro. Yeah, this guy looks more healthy. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Let's look at the arms. Okay. Okay. We are so back. We are so back. So, I had trouble creating this. I had to figure out a name, and that's like the hardest part. It's, it didn't take too long, but... I'm settling on Archmagos Cognitus. You owe your allegiance to Mars, first among the Forge Worlds, born aboard an Arch Mechanicus. From the start, you have been surrounded by the noise, smells, and ritual of the holy machine. Your early days were spent wreathed in incense as a censer bearer for a Forge shrine. You first saw combat in a barely recorded skirmish against Beastmen raiders. Your superiors noticed you when you uncovered a scrap code infiltration that threatened the Forge's new spheric network. Your service to the Omnissiah now brings you to Patoma, and the exalted status of the Scutari Alpha Primus. Your newly enhanced combat doctrines and augmetic upgrades may be your only hope of survival in the meat grinder of Tertium Hive. As a part of Grendel's ever-expanding warband, you will protect the interests of the Adeptus Mechanicus and rid this world of the shadow under which it has fallen. Alright, let's see. Let's see what Name validation failed. A minimum of 3 characters and only uses alphanumerical characters, hyphens, and maximum of 3 digits. Oh, space? The space? That's okay. I wanted to add so much to the name that it was going to be like a 4-letter long. Alright, Archmagos, Magos Cognitus. Got it. Yes. Let's go! Finally.
Welcome to the Warband. The Emperor protects.
A certain amount of re-evaluation and recalibration is required to ensure that you are familiar with your purpose. Interrogator Rannick insists that this is done in the Psychonium, and we will humor him on this occasion. Report to the Psychonium. Once you have completed this sequence, you will take your place in the battle for Tertium. The precursors are in sore need of our support. They have not yet earned it, but we shall be generous.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so it's been like a freaking year since I played this game. So, or it's been a couple months, but I'll have to figure it out again.
Everything here may feel real, but don't worry, you won't get hurt. Not unless you anger Persephone. Don't be alarmed by my little puppets, but do shoot them, or hit them, a lot, with whatever weapon takes your fancy. They won't feel it. They're not real. They exist only so that you can learn more about me and about the weapons you carry. Stay as long as you like. Stephanie likes the company, and the taste of your bloodlust.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, good.
Psychanium.
Another worthless blunt.
Rewards. Beautiful. Let's do it. Level 1.
You've come to learn, yes? The Psychonium is just the place. You can chain light or heavy attacks in any order. Chained attacks have different angles of attack and damage properties.
So I got a little progress meter bar going. Okay.
Some weapons have a powerful special attack. Others have a special ability that changes their next attack.
Okay.
Pushing can stagger groups of enemies. Pushing requires stamina.
So it shocks them. Okay. So is that like the arc ability? Okay. Go ahead. Wow.
Registered. For the Omnissiah. Our thanks. Ammunition required. Proceed there. Enemy marked.
Okay. Blitz input. How do I do that? Oh, G?
Dodging allows you to evade range fire and melee attacks.
I might have to skip this part, honestly. I'm gonna skip until I'm done with this.
attacks initially damage your toughness. Once your toughness is broken, they damage your health. Additionally, enemy attacks will stagger and stun you if you have no toughness. Killing enemies in melee replenishes toughness. Each nearby teammate also grants toughness regeneration. That marks the end of basic training. You are now ready to serve. Should you wish to further hone your...
Yeah, I could do that, but I think I could just get into it because I'm level 1. So I think I'm able to actually just continue. Just go ahead, you know?
Do you stand ready to serve the Omnissiah? Then present yourself to the mission terminal. We shall begin.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, okay, so I have to do this? Alright.
The mission terminal is the locus of our efforts on Atoma. It directs us to where our diligence is required. This world has suffered greatly at the hands of the heretics. Its relics lie buried beneath squalor and ruin. Through our efforts, we will make recovery possible. This is the road to wisdom and knowledge. It is the course the Omnissiah expects us to follow. What was lost will be found. What was forgotten shall be reclaimed. May the motive force guide you.
Okay. So there's an actual campaign too. I haven't ever done this before, I don't think. This is new. So let's do the first one, and then I might like stream the rest. Okay. What do we got? Skitari. Awesome. Nice, nice.
Right. Seeing as how you're new at this, I reckon the best thing to do is throw you in at the deep end, so enjoy it. The heretics control the bulk of the transit mover network running through Chasm Station, moving supplies, personnel, the works. You're gonna redirect a train carrying an arch heretic and ambush him on the platform. Got it? Then let's find out what you're made of. Today's little excursion should mean that folk can breathe easier. Kill one random heretic, nothing changes. Kill 1,000 random heretics, raises a smile, but that's it. But kill the right one, it brings their operations to a screaming halt for a bit. We can use that. First up, head for the marketplace. You can splice into the train scheduler from there.
Once, for the glory of the machine gods.
go in by the front door. Case in point, you'll need to use the ventilation tunnels to reach the market.
Maintain contact with the edge, compare. It is not over. Mendicants and vagabonds lurk in shadow. They are afraid, with good reason. Our thanks. Medicaid station.
If that's the maintenance bay, you're on the right track. Keep it moving. Work as a team and you'll pull through.
Great quantity. This bulletproofs Alcatraz. Trapper in range. Trapper is Medicaid, initiate recovery Alpha Primus.
Request log. Proceed.
Medicaid station. Messiah, guide our aim and wayward heart. Let it be so. Let the corrupted ones be purged and our bonds for death. Servo skull initialized.
Pressure airlocks help the hive maintain integrity in the event of a disaster. I can't clear you to proceed unless you're all in position.
For the Imperium. Servo skull operational.
That's the splice point down there. Get the data interrogator in place and let him do his work. Be warned, they're unreliable and prone to needing restarts. If that happens, one of you work on the fix and the rest watch their back. Got it?
Provide ammunition. Yes. Enemy. Over.
Data interrogation proceeding.
Is active.
At last! Get the revised schedule uploaded and hope we can make up for lost time. Right, that's the easy part done. Next up, Chasm Terminus and our unlucky arch-heretic. In case you were wondering, so far I'm not impressed. Not one of you know-opers would last a day on Armageddon. Lucky for you, Atoma's a much softer billing. With a bit of luck, you might last long enough to be useful. Can't you go any faster? We're gonna have to toughen you up. An impressive tally here. Enemy operatives are taken cover. Courageous be. Courageous guns achieve nothing. This one's gone. Entering the strike zone. Admech sighted Alzheimer's.
Moving up. Looking for cover. Side E. Begin sweep.
Unstable narrow. Ammunition required.
And Cardinal Ignatius offers the Emperor.
Ammunition.
Don't miss
Gratitude offered.
as the Cardinal will bring consensus
Catechizer station. If they'd done their job right, they'd have weeded out the heretics before this went sideways. It always falls to the soldiers to clean up other folks' mess. Fancy you, I guess. There's Chasm Station. Get yourselves inside. Underway. Waypoint. Ammunition crate. My thanks. Fully on Messiah.
I'll flush him out.
Function and continue on this path. For Atoma.
Stand back!
This one anticipates a swift victory. Unstable, withdraw. The Omnissiah guiding you.
Last gasp, but the main event's still to come. I hope you're ready to fight.
No.
Engage, engage, engage!
Bring on function upon that shotgunner.
That's the platform elevator, so get down there and end this. You can't take the target one-on-one, so work together. Teamwork, got it?
Commence Medicaid application.
Medicaid station for Primus. Ammunition. Ammunition. Give that to us. We must have that.
As you command.
Medicaid station. For the Omnissiah. Our thanks for the Imperium. For the Imperium. For the Imperium.
I'm gonna enjoy this!
Sector redacted target confirmed. Go to work. Alright. Maybe you aren't as useless as I thought. Time will tell.
Sanction that bomber.
That could have gone tidier, but she got the job done. Putting the traitor lieutenant down in the dust has thrown the occupation of Kazan Station into disarray. Breaks my heart. Vanguard elements of the Mobian 21st are moving in even as we speak. As for you, seeing as you're still breathing, Explicator Zola wants a word.
Sweet. I win. Alright. I do want to look at, like, weapons and stuff. Can I do that? Can I do that now? I have to complete battle for Tertium. Okay. Oh, what's this?
An operative lives or dies by their weaponry. But the supply situation's dire. So we use whatever we can get our hands on. I've cleared you for access to the Armory Exchange. From there, you can requisition reconditioned weaponry recovered from the field. Be sure that you're always carrying the best that's available. Looking for a specific weapon type? Put in a request with Quartermaster Brunt, or one of his servitors. What you get...
Unit ready to serve.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the system has changed since last time I was doing this. Yeah, galvanic rifle is probably my favorite out of all of them. And, I want the arc sword. Mechanicus power sword. Transonic blades. That's like vibro blades. That's so cool.
Completed. Transaction complete.
Okay.
Sequence terminated.
Well, Reject, how do you answer? Who do you fight for?
For the Emperor and Messiah.
Alright, that was awesome. Okay, nice. Holy. Yeah, I have a lot to do. I really do. But, yeah, looks like that's about it. Oh. I'm probably gonna stream this.